Hey guys, my name is Maggie and this is the mysterious case of my once upon a time beautiful Philodendron Gloriosum suddenly pushing out one ugly leaf after another. I vigorously checked over the lighting, watering, humidity, and also ensured there weren't any pests wreaking havoc. Even after all that, it kept giving me warped, torn, and yellowing leaves, so I plucked up the courage to dig it up and check what was going on beneath before repotting it. This is that journey. Firstly, I worked on removing the plant from its current pot. My Philodendron Gloriosum was actually still in the original plastic nursery pot I bought it in about 1.5 years ago. Unfortunately, the black plastic nursery pot had faded to a slated grey and had a big crack in it, so this repot was definitely long overdue. Is this scary for anyone else too? There are some plant parents who don't hesitate just to repot plants left, right, and center, but for me, I'll put it off for as long as possible. It helps to kind of press against the pot to gently loosen the soil. Guys, I really struggled getting the Philodendron Gloriosum out of the pot. I had watered this plant about 1.5 weeks ago and expected the soil to have dried out by now. It also helps to turn the pot sideways and place your hand firmly over the base of the plant, then gently but forcibly pry the plant free from the pot. Finally, freedom! This soil mixture was way too compact. There's no wonder why it was so hard to get out of the pot. The soil mixture with little grains of sand and compact potting mix was way too moisture retaining for my Philodendron Gloriosum. The most important thing for us to do next was to examine the root system for any signs of root rot. There seemed to be a relatively extensive root system here. The question was, is this true root rot? Because based on my limited knowledge, root rot should smell bad, look wet, and feel mushy. All of the roots on my Philodendron Gloriosum looked brownish, but they still felt firm and pliable. So I assumed that the roots were maybe just unhappy, but not to the point where it was completely rotted away. At least this particular root was looking good. The rest was just kind of meh. You can see that new shoot coming through as well. On a side note, I had no idea there was all this extra rhizome underneath. If you've seen my beginner plant care video for the Philodendron Gloriosum, you'll know that the Philodendron Gloriosum is a crawler and not a climber, which means that the plant stem grows horizontally along the forest floor. It sends multiple roots out downwards from the rhizome to anchor it, but generates new upward growing shoots at the nodes. The node is a critical area on the plant where there is potential for new growth. It's identifiable there as those bulging sections on the rhizome. I eventually cut off the excess rhizome to propagate more babies of my Philodendron Gloriosum. Now back to the main point. I repot that particular segment of the rhizome with the leaves into a new chunky pre-made aroid mix I bought from a local plant nursery. It's made up of chunky perlite and tons of orchid bark. This soil mixture would allow for better aeration and for water to drain freely through the substrate compared to the previous soil mix. The old one was basically chocolate fudge and the new one is like rocky road. Have I got you craving chocolate yet? In my plant care video for beginners, I also explained that the Philodendron Gloriosum needed to be potted up a specific way. The plant stem needs to be exposed above the ground or at least half submerged on the surface. You'll have better success when repotting your Philodendron Gloriosum this way because it simulates the way it grows naturally in the wild. The journey of digging up my most beloved Philodendron Gloriosum has been quite enlightening. And guess what? Rocky Road worked in the end. The Philodendron Gloriosum started producing healthy roots after the repot. You can even see a new leaf spike coming through finally. The warped, torn, yellowing leaves were all pointing to a deeper problem beneath the soil of my Philodendron Gloriosum. I've learnt that plants will often sacrifice its leaves as the first sign of distress in their root system. Now that the plant was growing in a rocky road soil mixture rather than a chocolate fudge kind, the roots now had a better balance of aeration and moisture. I know it looks like I buried the rhizome really deep here, but it's barely covered up. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want to follow along on this Philodendron Gloriosum's rehabilitative journey, or let me know in the comments if you prefer chocolate fudge or rocky road in your soil mixtures, or somewhere in between. In the next video, I'll show you how I cut up the rhizomes and propagated them. Bye!